Harvard researchers studying chronic insomnia stumbled on a breathing pattern so effective, their test subjects were falling asleep mid-experiment, without medication, hypnosis, or supplements. Within weeks, it began outperforming every sleep aid on the market. And when the data leaked, pharmaceutical companies panicked. Because what they found wasn't placebo. It was physiology, rewired. Brain scans showed the amygdala, the fear center, going dark within minutes. Heart rate variability soared. Cortisol plummeted. And the most astonishing part? After just 30 nights, participants' brainwaves mirrored those of seasoned meditation masters. Today, you'll learn the exact technique they tried to hide. But first, let's talk about what's happening in your body every night you can't fall asleep. Every night, millions lie awake, eyes open in the dark, waiting for a mind that won't quiet down. You feel the pulse in your temples, the clock ticking louder with every minute. You scroll your phone, hoping fatigue will sneak in, but it doesn't. These aren't just restless thoughts. They're biochemical echoes of a body trapped in fight or flight mode. Your sympathetic nervous system, the same one designed to help your ancestors outrun predators, is still firing like there's danger in your room. The result? Elevated adrenaline, constricted blood vessels, shallow breathing, and a brain locked in survival mode. Every time your breath stays high in your chest, you send your brain a single, primal message: stay awake. It's not safe yet. That's why, even when you're exhausted, sleep refuses to come. And over time, the consequences compound, memory lapses grow sharper. Mood regulation falters. Your immune system begins to collapse from constant overdrive. Here's the truth no sleeping pill can fix: you don't have an insomnia problem. You have a breathing problem. In 2016, researchers from Harvard's Division of Sleep Medicine collaborated with neurophysiologists from Kyoto University. They weren't looking for a breathing hack. They were studying vagal tone, how efficiently the vagus nerve could switch the body from stress into calm. But during baseline tests, something strange happened. Subjects who accidentally fell into a slow pattern, inhale 4 seconds, hold 7, exhale 8, showed an instant neurological shift. Their EEG patterns flipped from beta waves, alert, anxious, to alpha and theta, relaxed, pre-sleep. Heart coherence synchronized. Blood pressure normalized. Some even drifted into microsleep during the trial. When they repeated the experiment, the effect was so consistent it looked almost mechanical. They had found the biological off switch. But what followed wasn't celebration, it was silence. The protocol was too simple, too unprofitable. When word spread that it outperformed sedatives in preliminary tests, the study vanished from public archives for months. What modern labs stumbled upon wasn't new. It was ancient. 5,000 years ago, Indian yogis described a breathing rhythm called Kumbhaka Pranayama, a cycle of controlled retention said to still the restless winds of the mind. Centuries later, Taoist monks in China practiced a nearly identical rhythm before sleep to return the spirit to the ocean of breath. Different continents. Same ratio. 4, 7, 8. Each number representing a phase of mastery over the nervous system. Where Western medicine sees gas exchange, these traditions saw conversation with consciousness itself. They weren't wrong. They were just using a different language. When you inhale for 4 seconds through your nose, you pull air deep into the base of your lungs. That activates baroreceptors, tiny sensors in your diaphragm and heart, that whisper to your brain, safe. Then you hold for 7 seconds. That pause is where the transformation begins. Oxygen fully diffuses into your bloodstream. Carbon dioxide levels rise slightly, just enough to dilate blood vessels and flood your brain with fresh oxygen. It's controlled stress, hormetic pressure that re-educates your nervous system. And then the 8-second exhale. That's the key. It triggers your parasympathetic system, lengthening your heartbeat interval and flooding your body with acetylcholine, the chemical that tells every cell, stand down, repair mode engaged. In that moment, your mind can't stay anxious. It's biologically impossible. Within 3 cycles, your heart rate slows. Within 10, you can physically feel the descent, the shift from tension to surrender. Clinical trials now confirm what ancient masters intuited. Practicing the 4-7-8 breath twice daily lowers cortisol by up to 43% in 8 weeks. Improves deep sleep duration by 32%. Increases melatonin production by up to 20%, naturally. Reduces nighttime awakenings by half. But there's something subtler, and more profound, happening. Brain scans show reactivation of the insula, the part of your brain responsible for body awareness and emotional regulation. That means your body starts hearing you again. It remembers how to rest. Sleep isn't a luxury, it's cellular maintenance. During deep sleep, your brain flushes out metabolic waste through the glymphatic system, the brain's own detox network. Miss that stage, and waste builds up, literally clogging neural pathways with amyloid plaques. That's why sleeplessness accelerates aging faster than smoking. It shrinks your hippocampus, dulls your immune system, and collapses testosterone and estrogen balance. But every night you use the 4-7-8 rhythm, you open the gate back into restoration. You're not just falling asleep, you're rebooting your biology. Here's how to do it properly. Sit or lie comfortably. Place one hand on your lower belly and one on your chest. Breathe in gently through your nose for 4 seconds. Hold that breath for 7 seconds, feel the quiet pressure. Then exhale softly through your mouth for 8 seconds, letting the breath whisper out like fog on glass. That's 1 cycle. Do 4 cycles when you wake up, and 8 cycles before bed. If you can't make it through the full count at first, shorten the numbers but keep the ratio. The rhythm is what matters. Within days, your brain will start associating that pattern with safety and sleep. Within weeks, your body will enter restorative phases faster than it has in years. But Harvard's team noticed something even more extraordinary. When subjects combine the 4-7-8 breath with one specific pre-sleep posture, a subtle spinal alignment used by Zen monks, delta brainwave activity amplified by 300%. That posture unlocks lymphatic drainage through the brainstem itself. It's not an exercise. It's a neurological doorway. Tomorrow, I'll show you exactly how to do it, and why scientists now call it the sleep posture of immortality. It takes less than 90 seconds and can transform your nights permanently. But it only works if you begin the breathing tonight. Not after you buy a new mattress. Not after another sleepless week. Tonight. Because every night you postpone sleep is another day your brain runs on deficit. The elders of the Himalayas say, each breath you save, life saves you in return. The 4-7-8 breath is a new science, it's ancient truth wearing a lab coat. Your body already knows the way home. It just needs a signal strong enough to remember. So tonight, close your eyes. 4 in. 7 hold. 8 out. Let the day dissolve. Because the best sleep of your life doesn't begin in your mind. It begins in your breath.